Hello, first grade. It's so good to talk to you again. This time is going to be a little bit of a different lesson or a little bit of a different thing that I have for you. I'm here to give your parents a little bit of a break, and I am going to teach you a little bit of a mini lesson using one of our books. So, before we get started, I want you to practice something with me. On this video, you have the pause button. Some of you may already know how to use the pause and the play button, and some of you don't quite know yet. So the two little lines, they look like parallel lines like this, is to push pause. You push that button when you're going to go and you're going to do some work. When you're ready, you come back and you push the play button, which is that little triangle. So real quick, we're going to practice it. But this time, when you push pause, I want you to go get a piece of paper and a pencil. It can be any piece of paper. I don't care which one. It can be notebook paper, plain paper, scratch paper, whatever. But I am going to check it. So make sure that you keep it with all your other stuff that you've been working on. So right now, when I say go, I want you to push pause, go get your paper, come back, and then push play when you're ready, and go. Okay, so you should have your paper in front of you, and we're going to get started with the book. So what I have here is a book. It's called Millions of Cats, and I'm going to read it to you, and we're going to do some fun things with it. But one of the things that you should notice when I pick up the cover is what? If you said that it has a medal on it, you are absolutely correct. Now, the cool thing about this medal is that it's different than what we've always seen. We have constantly seen books with the Caldecott honor on it. The Caldecott honor is the one with the illustrations, that they get the honor to have the best illustrations. And those we've seen a lot because we see a lot of picture books. We rarely see the Newbery because a lot of the times they're awarded to chapter books and things like that. But this one is actually a Newbery author. I want to see, do you see how it says Newbery honor? And so it's a really cool book because we get to actually read a book that's a Newbery, and it's very rare that a picture book gets the Newbery Award. So I'm going to read you the book, and we're going to jump in, and I'm going to tell you to push pause every now and then and answer a question for me. So I'm going to get started. Give me a little bit of slack here because I don't know if you can see the pictures very well. The pictures aren't very big, so I'm going to do the best that I can for you to take a gander at what I'm reading. Once upon a time, there was a very old man and a very old woman. They lived in a nice, clean house which had flowers all around it, except where the door was. But they couldn't be happy because they were very lonely. If only I had a cat, sighed the very old woman. A cat, said the very old man. Yes, a sweet little fluffy cat, said the very old woman. I will get you a cat, my dear, said the very old man. And he set out over the hills to look for one. He climbed over the sunny hills, he trudged through the cool valleys, and he walked a long, long time. And at last he came to a hill which was quite covered with cats. Cats here and cats there, cats and kittens everywhere. Hundreds of cats, thousands of cats, millions and billions and trillions of cats. Oh, cried the old man joyfully. Now I can choose the prettiest cat and take it home with me. So he chose one. It was white. But just as he was about to leave, he saw another one, all black and white, and it seemed just as pretty as the first, and so he took this one also. And I'll see that one. That's this page here. But then, just as he saw a fuzzy gray kitten way over here, which was every bit as pretty as the others, and so he took it too. And now he saw one way down in the corner, which he thought was too lovely to leave, so he took this one too. And just then, over here, the very old man found a kitten which was black and very beautiful. It would be a shame to leave that one, said the very old man. So he took it. And now over there he saw a cat which had brown and yellow stripes like a baby tiger. I simply must take it, cried the very old man. And he did. So I'm going to have you push pause in just a second when I say go. when you push pause, you're going to make a prediction. You're going to predict, what do you think is going to happen next when he has all these kittens, okay? Think about what could happen when he gets home with all these kittens. How's he going to get all these kittens? What is going to happen next? It can be any prediction that you think might happen next in the book. And go. Okay, so you should have written down any prediction. It could have been about what the man is going to do. It could have been about more kittens. It could have been anything. So just keep in mind what your prediction was and keep on listening. So it happened that every time the very old man looked up, he saw another cat, which was so pretty he could not bear to leave it. And before he knew it, he had chosen them all. And so he went back over the sunny hills and down through the cool valleys to show all his pretty kittens to the very old woman. It was very funny to see those hundreds and thousands and millions and billions and trillions of cats that followed him. Look at those illustrations. They came to a pond. Meow, meow, we're thirsty, cried the hundreds of cats, thousands of cats, millions and billions and trillions of cats. Well, here is a great deal of water, said the very old man. Each cat took a sip of water, and the pond was gone. Meow, meow, now we're hungry, said the hundreds of cats, thousands of cats, millions and billions and trillions of cats. There is so much grass in the hills, said the very old man. So each cat ate a mouthful of grass, and not a blade was left. Pretty soon, the very old woman saw the man coming. My dear, she cried, what are you doing? I asked for one little cat, and what do I see? Cats here, cats there, cats and kittens everywhere. Hundreds of cats, thousands of cats, millions and billions and trillions of cats. Can I hear the rooster? He's confused about what time of day it is. But we can never feed them all, said the very old woman. They will eat us out of house and home. I never thought of that, said the very old man. Well, what are we going to do? The very old woman thought for a while, and then she said, I know. We will let the cats decide which ones we should keep. Ah, yes, said the very old man, and he called to the cat, which one of you is the prettiest? I am. No, I am. No, I'm the prettiest. I am. No, me, cried the hundreds and thousands and millions and billions and trillions of voices, for each cat thought that itself was the prettiest. And they began to quarrel. So push pause in just a second when I say go. Push pause and tell me, what do you think quarrel means? I'm going to put it right there. Do you see that word quarrel? And you're going to tell me, what do you think quarrel means? And go. Okay, so you should have thought about what quarrel might mean. And I'm going to read, it's going to come up again. And you're going to see if it makes sense about what you thought quarrel might mean. They bit and they scratched and they clawed each other and made such a great noise that the very old man and the very old woman ran into the house as fast as they could. They did not like such quarreling. So think about, did your definition make sense? Or do you have to change your definition a little bit? Did it make sense of what you thought it might mean? But after a while, the noise stopped and the very old man and the very old woman peeped out of the window to see what had happened. They couldn't see a single cat. I think that they must have eaten each other all up, said the very old woman. Well, that's too bad. But look, said the very old man, and he pointed to a bunch of high grass. In it sat one little frightened kitten. They went out and picked it up. It was thin and scraggly. Poor little kitty, said the very old woman. Poor little kitty, said the very old man. How does it happen that you were not eaten up with all those other hundreds and thousands and millions and billions and trillions of cats? Oh, I'm just a very homely little cat, said the kitten. So when you asked who was the prettiest, I didn't say anything. So nobody bothered about me. So they took the kitten into the house where the very old man gave it a warm bath and brushed its fur until it was soft and shiny. And every day they gave it plenty of milk, and soon it grew to be nice and plump. And it is a very pretty cat after all, said the very old woman. It is the most beautiful cat in the whole world, said the very old man. I ought to know, for I've seen hundreds of cats, thousands of cats, millions and billions and trillions of cats, but not one was as pretty as this one. And that's the end. So what I'm going to have you do whenever this is going to be kind of close to the end of it, so you don't have to push pause again, but you're going to go back to your prediction and you're going to think, was that prediction, was it true? Was it accurate? If it wasn't, that's okay. You're just going to put a little star next to it because you can say, you know what? I was totally off base. I didn't think that was going to happen at all. Or you can say, yep, totally thought that was going to happen, and just put a check next to your prediction. You don't have to change it because that's what you thought at that time. Now you know a little bit different. So don't worry about changing your prediction. Just put a check or a star next to it. Okay, so you should have 1 is your prediction. 2 was, what do you think quarrel might mean? And then number 3, I want you to think about the moral of the story. Remember, the moral is not going to say very specific the moral of the story is, but you're going to think, what is a life lesson? And usually it's not specific about the cats are this, or it's not going to be very specific about this book. It's a lesson that we can take from this book and put it in life. So we can start off our moral by saying, in life, blah, 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 blah. Or we can learn from the man that blah, 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 blah. Or we can learn from the woman that blah, 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 blah. So we can learn from the kitten, okay? There was a big hint on one of these pages. So when the kitten said something, he said, I'm just a homely little cat. So when you asked who was the prettiest, I didn't say much. And nobody bothered me about it. So that was kind of a hint about what a moral might be. Could there be more than one moral? Absolutely. So do your very best and write down what the moral of your story might be, okay? So I hope you enjoyed our millions of cats. I hope you have a good time with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just do the very best that you can. And just like all of our work, it is just going to be the very, very best work that you can produce. And we'll go from there, okay? I love you all so much, and I can't wait to actually do this in real life, in real person time. But in the meantime, this will have to do. Okay, y'all have a good time. Bye.